Hiki ni kipindi chetu cha pili kwenye laws of friction. Kama nakumbuka kwenye kipindi cha kwanza tulisema kwamba friction ni force inayo oppose motion. Every motion of a body huwa kuna frictional force ambayo inakuwa inaonyesha kwenda kinyume na ile motion. So inakuwa kama ina pull kile kitu kwenda backward, every motion of the body. Now, in this session we are going to discuss about the laws of friction. We are starting with the laws of friction. Now, if you remember in the previous session, we used this paper to demonstrate, and we said if we have this block of mass M, it will have weight, which is mg, then normal reaction R, and then this is the force which is pulling the block in this direction, and the frictional force opposes the motion of this block, whether this force exceeds this force or not. But in case if force exceed hapa, will block ata move. In case this force F will be greater than frictional force F, then the block will move. So we shall discuss later about the types of friction, but what you need to understand now is that in case this force will be greater than this, the block will move to this direction. So in laws of friction, our first law of friction said that frictional force F is directly proportional to the normal reaction R between the two surfaces in contact. So frictional force F is directly proportional to the normal reaction R of the surfaces in contact. Shall discuss later about the normal reaction R, but simply the normal reaction R is the force which compress the two surfaces in contact. So for our case, for example, we have the block resting on a horizontal table. The only force which compress between this horizontal table and the block is the weight of the block. Kwa kinachofanya surface hii na hii zibanane ni weight. Without this weight, that means tungekuwa hatuna surface hii na hii kufanya kubanana. And this weight increases mg kwa kadri mass inavyoongezeka, kwa sababu gravity ni constant. Mass inavyoongezeka hapa, normal reaction pia inaongezeka. So hii normal reaction huwa tunaichora kama ni direction ile pale, kwa sababu Newton's law inavyosema for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So this is action mg, and for this action there is equal and opposite reaction, which is R. So R in this case it is mg. We discuss in other cases how R is, and from our first law that F will be directly proportional to R, then saying F is equal to, tukitoa hiyo tunaita constant of proportionality, itakuwa sawa na K then R. Lakini in this case, but K, which is the constant of proportionality, is equal to mu. Hii tunaita mu, unaweka kama u hivi afu inakuwa hivi. Hii ni Greek letter. Unajua kwenye physics tunatumia herufi nyingi ambazo ni za Kigiriki. So inakuwa ni F is equal to mu. Hii sio m, ni mu. Ni kama kuweka u halafu unachora mu R. So mu, tunasema mu is the constant of proportionality. The constant of proportionality. Yani sehemu pote panapokuwa na proportionality sign kama hii, tunavyoiondoa lazima tuingize constant of proportionality ambayo huwa ina differ from one case to another. So mu is the constant of proportionality called coefficient of friction. Kwa hiyo hii mu inaitwa jina lake the coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction. That is to say frictional force ni sawa sana coefficient of friction times normal reaction R. Coefficient of friction times normal reaction R. So frictional force itakuwa sana coefficient of friction mu times normal reaction R times normal reaction R. So from there we will say kwamba where mu is the coefficient of friction. Mu is the coefficient of friction. The coefficient of friction depends on the type of the materials in contact. So for example, a coefficient of friction between maybe rubber and wood would be different between coefficient of friction kati ya labda rubber na wood itakuwa ni different tukicompare labda na coefficient of friction between rubber and ice au rubber and aluminium. Coefficient zake zitakuwa tofauti. So the coefficient of friction depends on the nature of material. Lakini law ya pili, frictional force is independent on the surface area in contact. Is independent on the surface area in contact. Now let's say I have this my mathematical set, and then I try to move this above my exercise book. That means there will be a frictional force between my mathematical set and my exercise book. So whether I will be sliding it in this way or I will put it in a vertical way to slide it over the exercise book, I mean the effort which will be required to slide it over the exercise book will be the same. Why? It is because frictional force depends on the weight. As we have said, frictional force will be equal to coefficient of friction normal reaction R, and the normal reaction R increases with the weight of the body, increases with weight. So as far as the weight is there, then frictional force also will be there despite of the surface area in contact. Number 3, frictional force is independent of the speed once an object has set in motion. Kwa hiyo kama kitu kinakuwa kina move with a certain velocity, frictional force haitegemei na speed. Speed hiyo kubwa iwe ndogo, frictional force still remains there. Number 4, frictional force depends on the nature or roughness of the surface in contact. Frictional force. As the roughness of the surface in contact tend to increase, then what we are saying that frictional force also tended to increase. However, the effect of roughness of the surface to the frictional force is very small as compared to the effect which is contributed by the adhesive forces between the molecules of different substances, is how we discussed in the previous session. From there, number 5, and the last, the coefficient of static friction is slightly greater than the coefficient of kinetic friction. So we will discuss about the coefficients of friction, and we shall see the coefficient of static friction and the coefficient of kinetic, and we shall see what does it mean by static and kinetic friction. But that's what you need to understand now. The coefficient of static friction is slightly greater than the coefficient of kinetic friction. So in the next session, we'll start discussing about the normal reaction, and then we'll move to other concepts explaining about the types of friction. Thank you, and later I wish you nice studies.